Poets are not in much demand these days. We're read, it seems, or cracked, or bribed, or hearty, and, if invited, apt to spoil the party with the oblique reproach of emigres. We cut no ice, although we're fancy skaters. Aiming at art, we only strike the arty. Poetry now, the kinder tell us, caters for an elite. Still it gives us the hump to think that we're the unacknowledged rump of a long parliament of legislators. Where are the war poets, the fools inquire? We were the prophets of a changeable morning, who hoped for much but saw the clouds forewarning. We were at war, while they still played with fire and rigged the market for the ruin of man. Spain was a death to us, Munich a mourning. No wonder then if, like the pelican, we have turned inward for our iron ration, tapping the vein and soul reserve of passion, drawing from poetry's capital what we can. Yes, we shall fight, but let them not mistake it, not for the ones who grudged to peace their pence and gave war a blank cheque in self-defence, nor those who take self-interest and fake it into a code of honour, the distorting mirror those magnates hold to experience. It's for dear life alone we shall be fighting, the poet's living space, the love of men, and poets must speak for common suffering men while history in sheets of fire is writing. Meanwhile, what touches the heart at all engrosses. Through the flushed springtime and the fading year, I lived on country matters. Now June was here again, and brought the smell of flowering grasses to me, and death to many overseas. They lie in the flowering sunshine, flesh once dear to some, now parchment for the heart's release. Soon enough each is called into the quarrel. Till then, taking a leaf from Virgil's laurel, I sang in time of war the arts of peace. Virgil, a tall man, dark and countrified in looks, they say, retiring, no rhetorician of humble birth, a Celt, whose first ambition was to be a philosopher, Dante's guide, but chiefly dear for his gift to understand earth's intricate, ordered heart, and for a vision that saw beyond an imperial day the hand of man no longer armed against his fellow, but all for vine and cattle, fruit and fallow, subduing with love's positive force the land. Different from his, our age and myths, our toil the same. Our exile and extravagances, revolt, retreat, fine faiths, disordered fancies, are but the poet's search for a right soil where words may settle, marry, and conceive an imagined truth for a regimen that enhances their natural grace. Now, as to one whom even our age's drought and spate have not deterred from cherishing, like a bud of flame, the word, I dedicate this book to you, dear Stephen. Now, when war's long midwinter seems to freeze us and numb our living sources once for all, that veteran of Virgil's I recall, who made a kitchen garden by the Galliasus on derelict land, and got the first of spring from airs and buds, the first fruits in the fall, and lived at peace there, happy as a king. Naming him for good luck, I see man's native stock is perennial, and our creative, winged seed can strike a root in anything.